what is your goal then in life? Because now you have success, must be great. What is your goal?
I'd say just to like understand and to achieve some sort of sense of like, yeah, peace.
I guess, and yeah, sort of spreading love, I guess, throughout the world. I mean, with our music, we hope, you know, when we play that we're like providing enjoyment and entertainment and love to an extent to people. And like, that's a good feeling to be spreading a, you know, a positive message and to, you know, you get that love back, so.
You were saying music when I asked the question, but you didn't mention music.
Well, no, music's all part of that for sure. Like spreading, I love, you know, love writing and performing and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, and that is part of the sort of, you know, development of yourself is I mean, singing and things like that. It's something that everyone should learn to do. I'm 100% still learning how to, you know, breathe and stand and, you know, use my own body for like, you know, its potential. You know, everyone should learn how to, you know, actually breathe. It seems like the most simple thing in the world, but it's something I've only really learned to do recently, to actually, you know, and yoga and things like that help, and singing, you know, training your voice to be able to speak and, you know, and sing in the correct way. It's something that is grossly under-taught in schools. People are taught, you know, maths and, you know, human things all the time, but they're not actually taught about the body and how to stand up straight and how to, you know, actually focus your mind, you know, in ways that have been explored in so many different religions and philosophies for thousands of years, you know, and that's a great discredit, I think, to the Western system. It just physically ignores all these things.
Okay. Only a few minutes left. Are there certain Basque instruments that you didn't use on the first album, that you did use on the second album, and that you had to learn?
Well, yeah, there's a Basque flute that we didn't really use that much on the first album that is like on the song You and I, and that took a little bit of practice, a little bit of a few breathing patterns and stuff like that. And there's a little bit of this Basque accordion on No Man at the beginning, but it wasn't too difficult, that part. But but yeah, no, but we're still learning like the different techniques of playing and stuff of the instruments, and like we definitely haven't mastered them yet. Like there's a lot to be learned. That's what still makes it interesting and exciting.
As for you, do you think this will be the last album? Well, inspired by Basque countryside and culture?
It's hard to say.
I think, yeah, I mean, all the things we've been talking about here, like, I feel go beyond the Basque thing, and like whether we'll use the Basque culture or even the Basque place as a starting point, you know, it remains to be seen yet. And I suppose that we were so lucky to be able to go there and do that, because it did lead us off on this tangent away from it. Had we written it in London or something like that, maybe our minds would have been focused solely on the Basque culture, and we would never have thought of any of this sort of new stuff. So maybe for the next album we should displace ourselves wholly to like Peru or something, you know, to then look back, you know, at the West or something, you know, some sort of thing. So it's a kind of logical progression, and that's what we like about this. Like, we feel it's like it's a progression from the last one, and that was helped largely by, you know, being there, recording it and writing it.
Just the bands that you were in that didn't have names when you were younger. What sort of music was it?
The other bands? Oh yeah, sort of like, I know, rock, grunge,
punk rock,
some
like ska, hip hop, reggae, you know, everything. You know how it is when you're learning to play. Just like pick up whatever, play whatever.
Also, you know, the music at the time, like Green Day was massive at the time when we were 14 or something.
But they still are massive.
Oh yeah.
In a different way, hopefully.
No, but the songs. Were the songs good?
I mean, they obviously weren't that good. It was a different time. Like, I mean,
we actually got inspired by one of the songs from the past for some of the lyrics for one of the new ones. So
okay, tell me.
Which one was that?
Outcast.
Really?
Whatever. the point is,
We didn't actually
I'm a
write that,
strong
so,
believer. I'm a strong believer that, you know, everyone's in the. You know, people always say, what are your influences? What are you inspired by? And your influences, what you're inspired by, is basically everything that's ever happened to you to this moment makes up who you are. That's my belief. And like all that stuff that happened when we were 14 and 15 in little bands and stuff, I'm sure like there are ideas that subconsciously have made it through to this album. And it was a good time. I'm glad we did it back then.
Can you pinpoint what you said? The lyrics of You and
Oh
I?
no,
maybe
it wasn't the lyrics. It was on No Man.
Okay.
Cast out for the things I've done. Cast out when the war is won. Let's say just a few lyrics from one. Okay. It's not the exact.
It's not. It's twisted around and whatnot. It's just little. It's a reference to one of our mates who used to play guitar. He's actually now runs a restaurant called Mile High. Check it out.
It's Outcast of the Next Millennium was the original song.
Okay.
And so
here we are now in the new millennium.
Exactly. Yeah. So it was cast out by the things I've done.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
A lot.
Thank you.